Good morning. Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to today's stream, which is going to be pretty fun. And it's a short one. We're not going to make it very long today. Hello, hello, hello. Well, I always say that my streams are usually just always under 2 hours or 2 hours something max. I rarely stream more than that. Do let me know if you guys want to see some longer streams from me. But anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever the heck you might be around the world. I hope you're having a good day. And look at the draw distance here. That's, I think it's improved slightly, hasn't it? So we are at Taoyuan City in Taiwan. We're at Taoyuan International Airport. As you can see, it is a paid scenery here. It doesn't look too terrible at night. It was semi-impressive during the day, but overall it does the job. It gives us the impression that we're at the airport, and look at that. It's a very nice sign there. Taiwan Taoyuan International Airport. Beautiful, right? All right. So today we're going to be flying from Taoyuan into Manila, Philippines. Okay, and we're going to use the Airbus A340, the Inibuilds A340. We've been flying for the past couple of days, pretty much. I hope you guys have checked out my tutorial, and I hope you found it useful. Mostly, this is very similar to every other Airbus out there, so it's pretty much the same thing if you ask me. You know, flying it is pretty straightforward. Beautiful aircraft, though, isn't it? Okay, I don't see anybody in the chats today. I think it's going to be one of those live streams where I'm speaking to myself, probably. I don't know. Anyway, we did have a live stream with this about 14 hours ago. We flew a Cathay Pacific into this very airport, Taoyuan. Now we're going to fly it out of here, but we're going to go on to Philippines, okay? We're going to go on to Philippines. We're going to get ourselves into Manila, which is beautiful. I really love the tale of Philippine Airlines. Philippines. Is it called Air Philippines or Philippines Airlines? Philippines Airways? I have no idea. But here we are flying whatever the national carrier of Philippines is, and it's beautiful. It's very nice looking. I just don't like the white paint. I really like their tail and their logo, but I don't like their the fact that it's white. I'm averse to overly white liveries. They don't look that good in my opinion, but yeah. Anyway, beautiful aircraft, and we are going to get ourselves out of here shortly. Okay, we're going to get ourselves out of here. And yeah, we're not going to be spending too much time taking a close look at the aircraft. We've already done that. So as you can see, there's some interior modeling in this particular airport. There's some level of interior modeling in this airport scenery here, which isn't too bad. But nothing to write home about here. All right, let's go ahead and I kind of just woke up, in case I'm sounding a little different than usual. I kind of just woke up and my voice is fresh, so that should help us during the live stream. Very, very good. Very, very good, as opposed to my usual screaming fest I have during the day, and by the time I live stream my voice is usually worn out, but today it is fresh. Okay. Great. Let's go ahead and jump into our lovely, lovely aircraft. Okay. Apart from the usual people advertising services in my chat, I don't have anybody else in here at the moment, and that's okay. Let's just jump into our aircraft, get ourselves up and out of here as quickly as possible, which is our goal today. All right. So let's go to Flight Planner. Let's go to My Flight, import that plan from SimBrief, and that should show us our plan for today from Taoyuan International to Ninoy Aquino International. All right. So let's go to Payload. Let's import everything from SimBrief. Let's instant load that immediately. There we go. Let's look at our fuel here. That is perfect. Brilliant. Okay. Let's go to ground equipment. We'll toggle the jetway. We'll attach the GPU. Toggle jetway, attach GPU. I think the door should open automatically, right? I'm not sure. Toggle luggage. Good. Yeah, I think that's enough for us. Let's put the cabin lighting on max. It is nighttime. Actually, let's just put it there. Dirt and weathering. Let's pull that up to the max here. Let's see how that looks like, right? So good. We are looking good. I'm not going to bother with using GSX today. Obviously, as you know, it doesn't work well with this aircraft. So yeah, let's go ahead and energize here. I'm going to turn on the external power first so we can have some light here. Batteries on. Crew oxygen supply to on, ground control there on, emergency lights to armed. Let me get the nav systems, ADIRS systems to live here. Passenger signs can come to on here. There we go. We can get our strobe lights automatic. Nav lights is on position number 1. That is perfect. Wing lights, we'll leave them on as well. I want them on as well. Looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Looking good, right? I think we are we're almost ready to go here. Can we see passengers in this one? Should I try GSX? No, I'm not going to try GSX. It's just going to mess everything up. All right. IRS align in 3 minutes. That's all right. Let's come here, clear all of this stuff. Let's go to init. Request our route. Okay. Init has been requested there. Flight level 40. 400, oh my god, cost index of 100. It is an expensive flight today. IRS initialization, it is aligning on the GPS, that is fine. Let's go to this page here. We'll put in our zero fuel weight, center of gravity, block fuel, all that good stuff from the aircraft itself, which is kind of accurate right now. Good. Let's go to our flight plan. Before we do, let's have a quick look outside. Oh, look at that. There's some luggage being loaded. Kind of. There isn't much going on here, is there? That is the default Inibuilds ground services that comes included with the aircraft. Nothing much is going on with that, huh? We can't see any of the workers. It's just phantom stuff going on here. But hey, better than nothing, I suppose. Anyway, let's go ahead and complete this up. Out of RCTP, we are using runway 05 right for our departure, using the SID Tinha 1A. Let's look at that. Tinha 1 Alpha. Let's put that in, and we can insert that to land into RPLL. Before we do that, let's take a look at Tinha. Tinho. Okay, so there is Tinho. After Tinho, we're supposed to use an airway Q11 all the way till Potib. Okay, that is correct. M646 to Lao. Yes, that is correct. And yeah, we've got a higher cruising altitude at Lao too, technically at least. So that's interesting. We have a step climb, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. Got B462 all the way to Cab. There it is. And then we have got yeah, then we need to land into RPLL. For arrival, we're using runway 24. We'll use the ILS today. And for our arrival, we are using Cab 5P. Cab 5. What is P again? Wait, November, Oscar. What is P? Quebec. What is P? I've completely forgotten what P is in the phonetic ICAO alphabet. No idea. Anyway, let's just go. It just skipped my mind just like that. Okay, Cab 5P, we're going to insert that as well into our little thing here. Let's take a look at the flight plan one more time. Let's take a look at the flight plan one more time. We are looking good. We are looking good. Whoa. Oh, okay. There's no discontinuity whatsoever. That's fantastic, isn't it? Good. Good. At this time, we would usually set our APU to running. So I can go ahead and do that. Just give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and do that. Okay. Oh, I forgot. We've got head tracking today. There we go. We can use our head tracking really well. We've been flying without head tracking on this aircraft for the last stream, so I'll use head tracking today. Let's come to our performance page. Yeah, that's great. Let's come to our performance page here. Takeoff performance. Sync everything here, please. Sync the weather. Calculate. Okay, 53, 53, 58, 63. Okay, 153, 158, 160. What was it? 163. Sorry, my bad. 163. Flex temperature of 53 here. Flaps is supposed to be 1 slash, what are we having? Flaps 5.1 up. Okay, typical of the last few routes we've been flying. Makes sense. It's a very similar length of route here. Okay, so we've got all of that done. The rest of the phases, I'm not really bothered about them at the moment. Cost index is still 100, so we'll climb out fairly quickly. So yeah, this is just approach stuff. Okay, good. We're done with that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get our APU running, shall we? APU on. Cam on, Mr. APU. And then we can put the APU bleed on as well. All right, let's put our local pressure for the day. It is 1011. Is that accurate? Let me check if it's accurate. 1011 is 29.85. We're going to use inches today. So 29.86, that is fine enough for us. Okay. And let's turn on both the FDs here, and you can see that we've got manage mode on speed and heading. Cruising altitude of 40,000 at least. That is the first step we're supposed to follow. Let's go ahead and put that in there. 29. Oh, that is a mistake. There we go. 40,000 feet set. Let's get some lighting here. Some floodlights going. Just a little bit at least. Okay. There we go. It's much better, right? Let's also turn this on there. Yeah, I like that light on. Do the same here. Okay, for the time being, we can actually leave this light on as well. Okay, there we go. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Let's put that on nav. We are ready to get ourselves out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty much ready to get ourselves out of here. Okay, let's have a look at what's going on. Everything's finished up, so we can pretty much disconnect and ask for pushback, right? Okay, so come here, ground equipment. Let's remove the GPU because we have APU running, if I'm not mistaken. Let me confirm that. Where's APU? Mr. APU. APU is running, we're good. Okay, remove GPU. Parking brakes are on, so remove the chocks there. And let's toggle the jetway. Okay, that's fantastic. Jetway is going away. Let's toggle arm all the doors there. We are ready to get ourselves out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very cool. Very, very quick. Someone's flying around over there. Oh, look at that. There's a takeoff. Is that Eva Air? I believe so. Very nice. Finally, I get to see a decent takeoff here with FSLTL, which is quite rare. Anyway, let's head back into our cockpit here and request our pushback. To do that, we need to release that parking brake, and let's begin our pushback. Okay, there we go. Beginning pushback. If I remember correctly, we're supposed to turn our nose to the left. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and begin our fuel pumps. We'll turn them on. There we go. Beacon lights can come on. There we go. Let's go ahead and get our engine started up. Engine number 2 coming alive. Okay, we'll wait for N2 to reach 10. Okay, we need to turn it to the left, I believe. Yeah. Come on, wrong way, wrong way. This way. Thank you very much. Let's flick open engine number 1 as well here. There we go. Engine's coming to life. We'll go check that out from the outside. Oh, this pushback isn't that bad. It's not that bad at all. Okay, I might need to ask for a more aggressive turn here. if that's possible. Where did the pushback go? It disappeared? Oh, goodness. Well, we expected that. All right. Gonna go ahead and request that the pushback be stopped right here. Gonna put the parking brake on there. And engine number 1 is available too. Let's go ahead and do the same with engine number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Good. This is good. N2 rising. N2 at 7%, 8. We've got 10%. Let's go ahead and flick that open as well. There we go. Engine number 3 and 4 coming in live. So we can't really hear the startup of the engines clearly from here, so we might as well go back into the cockpit here. We've got both engines available. That's fantastic. Let's put ignition down here to normal. Let's cut off APU bleed, APU off, taxi lights please, thank you very much. I'm going to keep the runway turn off lights on here for a better visibility. And everything else is looking pretty much well. Auto brake max, parking brakes release, ground spoilers armed. Predictive wind shear on. This should be on, and we'll switch this to system number 1. This one can come to on. Altitude reporting is on here, I hope. Here it is. TCAS is still on standby, that's fine. Alrighty. Alrighty, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's now taxi to our takeoff runway, which is which one again? I've completely forgotten. Runway 05 right, that is correct. That is correct. Okay, let's take a quick look at our route on little nav map as we taxi along here. Okay, here it is. We are taxiing to runway 05 right, and we're going to take off from here. We're going to take off straight, turn to our right here, pretty much fly back out over the island of Taiwan, and then we're going to come back down straight south into Manila in the Philippines right here, and we're going to land there using an S turn. Okay, so the arrival is quite interesting. So we have an S turn there, and we're going to go into runway 24 into Manila. So let's see how that goes. I also have some scenery installed for Manila that is very fresh. I have not even checked it out once. So we're going to go ahead and see how that scenery looks like, especially at nighttime. Okay, so flaps, I forgot to put that down. Let's go ahead and put our flaps down to position 1 for takeoff right here. Very, very good. Flaps going down. Good. Let's go back in here and turn our aircraft. Okay, we can test our takeoff configuration. It says what? Oh yeah, we haven't set the pitch trim. Thank God there's a takeoff configuration thing. We still haven't set the pitch trim here. So we need to do that. We need to do that. Let's turn this way. Yep, we'll turn that way. So pitch trim today is 5.1 up, as it has been on our previous flight as well. So let's go ahead and put that trim there. Pitch control, yeah, I know. I'm making it agree. Hold on. I can't really see it, can I? Okay, let me just make this turn and then we'll do the pitch trim. Just make this turn and then we will do the pitch trim. There is our turn there. And then let's just continue taxiing while I do my pitch trim here. So 5.1 it says. So there is 5.1 pretty much. There we go. Now we're ready for takeoff. Takeoff config is normal. Ta-da! Except for TCAS, which we will take care of in a bit. Alrighty. Lovely. I hope I'm not going off the freaking center line again. I am. Okay, we're gonna follow this here onto our taxi. I think towards the end is where we're going for, obviously. Okay, let's continue this lovely taxi here. Oh, there's someone else cutting us off. Who's cutting us off? Who is cutting us off here? Wait, that looks like an airline I've flown before. I can't recognize it though. I know this, but I don't know which one it is. It's a 737? Yes, it is. Okay. Let's see how this goes. We're 26 minutes in. Our block time is estimated to be 2 hours, so it's not actually going to be that long because obviously I'm going to fast forward our cruise. Yeah, I'm going to fast forward our cruise. It's a long one. It's not a long one, but you get my point. 1 hour 30 minutes of flying time, I assume, is what is on the charts for us. So we're going to cut that short. 1 hour 42 minutes. So we're going to cut that short into about 25 minutes of cruise. No, 25 minutes of flying time total. So to do that, I'm going to have to fast forward the cruise. Since we're not going to be fast forwarding anything near 10,000 feet or something like that, so we can add another 10 minutes to it. So around 35 minutes we'll probably be in the air. The live stream should be about 2 hours. Or 1 hour 45, 2 hours, somewhere there. Won't be longer than that. Okay, here we go. We're coming on to our runway here pretty much. So let's see. Okay, we can actually turn here if we want to. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to go this way as well. I'll make another turn just to make sure we are all good here. Okay, I'll follow this aircraft a little bit. Let's give it a bit of power there. You know what, I'll go to the very end of the runway. Go towards the very end of the runway here. He's going to be taxiing onto the runway to take off pretty much, so let's just take this turn into the to the airport. There we go. All right, let's put that away. There we go. Okay, we'll hold short somewhere here. Okay, we'll hold short here. Put the brake on. We'll let this guy pass if he is going to. TCAS can go TARA. We can have our light here off. There we go. We can have strobe lights on. We can have that on. We can have that on. We can have nav lights to position 2. We can have wing lights on. Every light is basically on. Okay. That is how we are flying today. Okay. Are you gonna go today or not? Okay, he's not gonna go. Let's just go ahead and get ourselves out of here. Screw it. We're gonna go. Screw it. Let's go. Come on. Come on. You can wait there, you little slowpoke. Let's. We're gonna go ahead. So let's take off. All right. Okay, come on. Turn in. Okay, there we go. There we go. Looking good. Alrighty. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, come on. Let's go for takeoff. I can't see. Okay, there we go. There we go. We are out of here. (100 knots) using rudder to control. Rotate. There we go. Gear up. Flaps up. Leaving behind Taoyuan, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Okay. Beautiful Taoyuan airport has been left behind. Okay, good. Follow the flight director a little bit. Put that to climb here. There we go. Unless we follow the flight director down to a T, the auto throttle does not work properly. That is one thing I hate about this aircraft. But yeah, can't do much about that. All right. It's so fun to hand fly this thing. It really is. Okay, I'm gonna give it off to the autopilot here. I'm gonna go up here, put our nose light to off, and we're gonna disarm our ground spoilers. Auto brakes already off, that's fine. Climbing through 4,000 feet there. There's Taiwan behind us. Oh, I forgot to clean up the stream for takeoff, huh? It's okay. Look at that. As we leave behind Taiwan. We'll be able to see some good views as we turn back around, I believe. Okay, 6,000 something feet. What is our transition altitude again? I forget. It's like 13,000? I forgot. But anyway. We'll be reminded in due time. But our aircraft is doing just fine. Very, very nice. Look at that. Someone's here. How does the aircraft handle in the sim? It's really fun to fly. It is UK Aviator 1. It is really, really fun to fly. Okay, it's heavy as it's supposed to be. It feels like a heavy aircraft. You feel like you're controlling the A340. It feels pretty good. Okay, so it is pretty good, I must say. The handling is actually much better than I expected it to be. So yeah. Okay. 9,000 feet, almost at 10,000 here. So let's go ahead and turn off that. I'm going to turn these lights off as well. So we have nose light, landing lights, runway turn off lights off. Every other light I've left it on for the time being. There we go. Our logo lights have gone off over 10,000 feet. That's okay. Just waiting for transition altitude. And once we hit our transition altitude, we can fast forward the cruise part of it, just so we get there a little quicker. Okay, that is looking good. Let's bring some light into the cockpit there. Yeah, something like this, just so we can... that's a little too much. Maybe this is better. Yeah, that's better. There we go. We've got our transition altitude right there. Let's put that to standard, and we are on our way, ladies and gentlemen, to our topo climb. And we are going up all the way towards 40,000. There is a step climb recommended to 41,000 a bit later on, but I'm not really interested in doing that. I think I'm going to stick with 40,000 here. There we go. We're going to make that turn. We'll enjoy this view. Shall enjoy this view. And once we're done with the view, we'll go ahead and fast forward the climb and cruise part till we're about 20 or 10 nautical miles away from our descent. There we go. That is Taipei, or Taoyuan City, rather. That is Taoyuan City. Okay. Looking really good there. Should be able to see the airport momentarily where we took off from. Should also be able to see Songshan. Let's see. Can we see the airport just yet? The airport is here, right? Yep, there's the airport. That's the airport right there. That is Taoyuan, where we took off from. Right here is the airport we took off from. As for the other airport, it will come into view shortly, but there is the airport we took off from. You can see it in the distance. I'm not sure if you guys can tell where it is. Let me just show you that quickly. It is this one right here. That is the airport we took off from. Okay? So yeah. Brilliant. Okay. Let's now go ahead and we should be able to see another airport right near us. Somewhere near us. Ah, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, there is Songshan Airport. Okay, that is Songshan Airport right here. The second airport serving the area pretty much. Okay. Is it called Songshan? It is, right? Yeah, it is. Okie dokie. Now that we've taken a quick look at our departure, as a matter of fact, since it's still looking lovely out here, we'll take a few moments to appreciate how good it looks around here at nighttime before we go ahead and start fast forwarding our cruise and climb here. I've left the wing lights on so we have better visibility. You can see the aircraft a little better. I think we forgot to put the cabin lighting to off, didn't we? Yeah, we did. It's okay. I'll put it on halfway for the time being. Let the passengers take a snooze. And also lock this up. There we go. Really, really cool. I know a lot of people call this the hair dryer. It sounds like a hair dryer or whatever, but I kind of enjoy the sound of these engines. I'm not gonna lie. I like the sounds of the engines. Only complaint I have is the fact that from when you're starting up, you can't really hear much from the cabin. But apart from that, it's pretty good. It's pretty decent. But for $60, I don't expect anything less. So yeah. It flies well though, which is what's most important to me. It flies. Hand flying it is really fun. It handles, you feel like you're handling a heavy jet, which is exactly what I want. Feels like what you would assume or imagine the A340 to feel like. So, very good. Look at this beautiful, beautiful aircraft. Very starry sky out there today. One other issue I have is the strobe lights. They don't always work. That's another glitch that I've figured out here. So if you want the strobe lights to work, you gotta bring them back down, go back. Oh, they're still not working. That is strange. Okay, now they're working. Perhaps they only work in the auto position, I'm not sure, but now they're working. There you go. The strobe lights don't always work as intended. Anas, hello there, man. How are you doing? I'm doing well. How about you? We've just taken off pretty much from Taipei, from Taiwan, Taoyuan International Airport. And we are on our way to Manila, Philippines. We're flying the Philippines airline today. So yeah, we're on our way. Finally, my chat wasn't going through for some reason. Oh, sorry about that, but we can. I can see you now. So welcome on board. Thank you very much for chiming in there. Alrighty, we are flying along quite happily right now, as a matter of fact. Quite happily chugging along here. Now let's go ahead and get our sim rate going. Shall we do that? So let's go ahead and get our sim rate going. So we're gonna do into... Oh yeah, we can only do... Okay. So the other thing is you can't use the sim rate outside inside the simulator. You have to do it from the EFB. So the panel that's linked to the native sim rate doesn't actually work. You need to do it from the tablet. So let's do that. Max 4 times. Okay. Let's see how that looks like. There we go. We are zooming along now. Okay, fantastic. Let's put that up all the way. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So we'll be there at Topo Climb in no time now. So yeah, this is also to see how well this aircraft holds up under into 4. It seems to be doing just fine. Okay, we seem to be doing just fine. So let's see how this goes. Ooh, look at that. Bumpy ride there. Not too terrible. Interesting, isn't it? That's funny. Look at that. That is funny. That is funny. Yeah, we are climbing at into 4 rate at the moment, and that is why it's doing that. Just for reference, let me just put that in there so people don't get confused as to what's happening. So I'm gonna put that here so you guys know that at all times we're actually using sim rate. And that's the reason why we are seemingly wobbling in the sky, okay? So we're trying to fast forward through that. Through the whole cruise part of it, at least for today. It's gonna be a short live stream. I wasn't actually gonna do this live stream right now, but what I decided, crunch one in here. I'll also do another one at night or morning or evening, wherever you are. But one more coming up in about 8 hours. About 8 to 10 hours there will be another live stream. Are you flying live time? Live time? Yes, I am. This is live weather, you mean? But we do have sim rate going on, so we are zooming along here. But yeah, it is live weather and live time and all of that stuff. Okay. Okay, we're almost at our cruising altitude already. That's interesting. Yeah, there we go. We're at our cruising altitude of 40,000 feet. So it's not going to be long before we actually make it. Before we actually make it all the way. Yeah, there we go. 40,000 feet. We are traveling very quickly. 250 indicated airspeed, but ground speed of 475 knots. That's very, very quick. Mach 0.825. Mach 0.825. That is very quick. That is quick. I wanted to see the islands of Philippines in the daytime. We will, because in the next stream, the one that's coming up, I'm still going to be flying the A340, but I'm going to switch to EIS2, the modern system with the A340. And when we do that, we're going to be flying out of the Philippines, and I'll probably go to either Thailand or Malaysia. So it's either Thailand or Malaysia that I'll be going on to. So we'll see. So you'll be able to see the islands. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we're happily cruising along here. Nothing to worry about. I need to check where our top of descent is. It will show up anyway, so I'm not really worried. Whatever. Okay, great. So we can just take a look at a couple of the views along the way. We're just gonna continue on. What is my next video going to be? Let me see. I've released the tutorial on the A340, right? Yeah, I have. So my next, you know what? Hold on a second. There isn't enough light in the room. Give me a second. There we go. Now the head tracking should work much better. It should work much better. Good. So yeah, my next flight, my next video, I had a couple of ideas. I think it's the landing from Entebbe that I need to do next. Yeah, I feel that's the one I need to do next. You know what it is? You know what it is? I need to look at my notes here. Take a look around this cabin at nighttime. We already did that once, but still. Looks good. Let's go up a little bit. Yeah. Looks really good. Just walking along here. We're at 49 minutes into the stream. We're not even at the 1 hour mark, so we'll be pretty fine when it comes to time today. Let's open that up. Let's go to the loo. Whee! Anas, are you able to hear the flushing noises here? You're not, right? I don't think you are. Oh, look, they've got pillows. Oh, I did not notice that. Taking a walk through the cabin. Let's put the curtains in here, shall we? I like the way it looks with the curtain. Oh, there's no curtain here. This is still economy. Economy class. Let's go up a little bit. And premium economy up there. Again, I need to find liveries with cabins, man. I'm still using the default Inibuilds liveries, which are not exactly what I'm looking for. I need the cabins. Somebody do the cabins. Don't tell me Inibuilds is gonna try and release paid cabin for this as well, like they did with the A350 but got backlash. Curtains are discrimination. No, it isn't. You paid for it. No, it isn't. You paid for it. It's not discrimination. You paid for it, goddammit. So you can have your own little cabin there for the business people. There we go. You paid for that. Your own little space. That's perfectly fine. Ta-da! Ta-da! Were you able to hear the toilet flushes, Mr. Anas? Were you able to hear the toilet flushes when I pressed them? Because I don't think there is a toilet flush. And then we got final set of curtains here. Do these work? Oh, come on. They could have done so much for $60. Well, that's your problem, mate. That sounds like a you problem, Mr. Anas. No, it's not. It sounds like a you problem. No flushes, huh? That sucks. See, for $60, I feel like it should at least have more gimmicks in it, right? I mean, not that I care about gimmicks, but still. They didn't even try. I feel like for $60 you should be able to move your window shades up and down. You should have some controls over here for the cabin. You should be able to control the lighting from the cabin. More interactive stuff here to kill time, something. Toilet flushing at least, but they didn't do that. For $60, come on, that's a little extreme, and I don't know, man. Because it's not like anyone's using Inibuilds model to train for the A340, is it? I don't think so. How do you close this thing now? What? How do you close it? Whoa, we got a toilet we can't close? How do I close this thing? Monsieur, fermez, s'il vous plaît. It's not ferming. Oh god, how do you... Oh, there it is. Finally it closed. It closed. Okay, that's good. Alright, so it's not like anyone's using the A340 for training purposes. So why on earth is it $60? Is it that accurate of a flight model? I doubt it. This is Microsoft Flight Sim. There's only so much you can do. I don't know. I need to go read up more on this. Oh, we've still got our passenger signs on. We don't need that. I mean, nothing wrong in having them on, but better to put them on automatic here. Let's take a look out at the night sky by turning this light off here. Okay, look at that. Let's lock the EFP there. Not too shabby. You know what? Let me come here and do something. Let's go to ground equipment. Put the cabin lighting dim as well. Power off the EFP completely. Take a look at that. That's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. Look at this. So ladies and gentlemen, we are less than 160 nautical miles from our top of descent in real time. So this is the equivalent of about 40 nautical miles away from top of descent at this rate. So it's not going to be long before we need to come down here. Okay. Now this is where the step climb was supposed to come in. If you notice, this is where the step climb was supposed to come in, and we're supposed to go to 41,000 feet. You know what? I'm just gonna obey it. We'll perform the step climb. We will perform the step climb. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on 41. And let's see if it does what it's supposed to do. 40,000. I am going to ask it to climb automatically here. Let it do its thing. Okay, let it do its thing. Okay, while it's doing that. Ooh, very, very dark. What's in here? Something's going on there. What do you mean, what's that? Step climb. Step climb. So we're going to a higher cruising altitude. As we burn off more fuel and we have a lighter aircraft, we can go to a higher cruising altitude to save even more fuel and fly economically. That is the step climb. Okay, that is the usual purpose behind a step climb. So we have just gone up to 41,000 feet. Oh, was that some thunder over there? Did you guys see that? There's a little bit of lightning. Lightning ahead underneath us. Oh, there it is. That's so cool. We can see some lightning. Let's see some lightning, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, show us some more lightning. Come on. Oh, it's not showing us any more lightning. It's not showing us any more lightning. We literally saw some lightning up ahead of us, and now it's saying, oh, there it is. Cool. Pretty cool. Oh, yeah, there we go. This is all live weather, by the way. Oh, yes. Love me some lightning. Okay. Johnson, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch there. Thank you very much for the follow on Twitch, Johnson. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Oh, we got some serious lightning there, huh? That's really cool. That is really cool. Full screen will bring up the alerts, Mr. Anas. It's going to bring up the alert. Oh, it's looking so good. Some lightning. We're just going to observe the lightning and then I'm going to come up into full screen mode. Oh, wait, hold on. How far away am I from top of descent? Top of descent is coming up. Top of descent is coming up. Look at that. Just like that, we're at top of descent. I told you guys. Told you guys that we're going to be here in no time. I'm going to turn on terrain. No, we don't need terrain. Just going to leave weather on here. Okay, let me go to the tablet really quickly here. Put the sim rate to disabled there. There we go, that's good. Let's go clean that up and let's get ready here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, descend altitude. I'm gonna go down towards 22? No, not 22. Let's go down towards directly to 2,000 feet. That's my usual go-to. Sim rate is now into 1, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Current sim rate is into 1 speed. Let's go down to our FMC, check destination data, performance here, next phase. Next phase. QNH into Philippines, Manilla, Ninoy Aquino is 29.82. Let's put in 29.82. Let's put that in right there. 200 minimums is what I like to go to. Before I do anything else here, we're coming up on top of descent, so kind of need to be careful there. Let me put this on. Let me put it on that, just so we have a... Okay, temperature is 28 degrees, so it's a warm day. Wind and magnitude is 20 degrees, 4 knots. So 20 degrees... Oh, that's wrong. 0 degrees... 0 degrees and 2 knots. Okay, I'm gonna put that in. Transition altitude at 13,000. We still got some time. Confirming destination data: 29.82, 28 degrees Celsius, 0 degrees, 2 knots. VFR conditions 200 there. That is good. We'll check this in just a bit. Our ILS frequency. Okay, top of descent is coming up. Ooh, we're passing very close to the thunder there. Can we slow down over the storm? We can't slow down. Unfortunately, we cannot. Descent has begun. Mr. Anas, unfortunately, we don't have into half or less than 1 flight time available to us. Sim rate available to us. So that is a shame. No, not yet. It's not time for seatbelts yet. Seatbelts usually go on around 10,000 feet. Still too early for seatbelts. And we don't have any turbulence, so there's really no need for seatbelts yet. Hopefully we'll be able to see some thunderstorm on our right here. I'm hoping for that. Let's take a look. Where is the thunderstorm? Oh, there it is. Oh, there we are. We're having a good time now. You meant no more fast forward at that time. You're going 4 times speed. I mean, that's just 4 times the sim rate. 4 times the simulation, so it doesn't really matter. It's not like we just decelerated. Oh, look at that. I like it. I like it. Is there a way to capture the thunderstorm by any chance? There isn't, is there? It's very difficult. Yeah, I'm gonna be here all day if I try to capture that. Alrighty, it's not gonna be quick enough for me. But we do have thunder. Alright, let's increase the range on that. Gonna decrease the range on that. We are looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Looking good. There's plenty of lightning all around us. Increase the range on that. 37,000 feet. Descending. Speed is a little higher than I would like. But we do have the margin there, so it's good. We really didn't need to perform much of that step climb, but we have to remember we're going 4 times speed, so might as well. Okay, let me double check the ILS frequency here. We can take a look at little nav map. Look at that, we're already over the islands of Philippines a long time ago. So, ILS frequency. It is 109.90, course 244 IMA. That is correct here. Look at that. So we've got all of that. Yeah, that's pretty much okay. There we go. All right. There we go. We can put that away. We are looking all good. Let's go to progress on this one. Okay. Oh yeah, we didn't put where we're going right now. That's okay. Whatever. Okay, we've got a deviation here. I'm gonna open up our speed brake completely so we can get back on top of our vertical profile here, which we seem to have a bit of difficulty doing. So I'm gonna do that. Allow a very steep descent rate of 4,000 something at the moment. Good lord, that's high. That is very high. Let me bring that. Oh, we need to arrest that descent. We need to arrest that descent. That descent is crazy. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm loving this. I am loving. Look at that. Come on, give us a few more flashes of lightning. Yep, there we go. Some tropical climates here, so let's see how it affects our landing. That's what I'm curious about. Let's see. Give us a few more flashes of lightning. Come on. There we go. Some good stuff there, huh? Must be really cool to see this from an aircraft. There we go. Ooh. plenty of lightning here. Ooh. Nice. We're just enjoying the lightning along the way at this point. We are descending though, ladies and gentlemen, don't worry, we're actually descending. I have to say, I really enjoy this. This looks so good. Nighttime flying is finally possible in MSFS and it looks so good. Oh, yes. Did you see some of that? Oh, good lordy. There we go. We've got plenty of weather all ahead of us. All ahead. I meant all around. My bad. Okay. As fantastic as it is, and I would like to stay here the whole day looking at the lightning, let's come back down here. We need to slow down, so I'm gonna give it a bit more speed brake to help it slow down here. Okay, so this aircraft really has a hard time slowing down, okay, and that kind of makes sense, I guess. Doesn't have a lot of drag acting on it. Small engines perhaps, I don't know, but definitely has a tough time slowing down. Okay, put that speed brake out here. Auto brake, let's put that on low. Let's put our ground spoilers not yet armed. I don't want to arm them just yet. Okay, we got some weather ahead of us. Oh, this lightning is too enticing for me not to look at it. It's too enticing. There we go. Alrighty. Let's get back in here, do our piloting duties correctly, shall we? Yeah, we're looking alright. We're looking just fine. Everything here is looking... I think we're on top of it. I think we are on top of it. Although, yeah, we're perfectly fine. Not an issue. We are just 1 hour into our flight, and look at that, we are well into our descent already. So that is a good live stream right there, because we're able to crunch that flight time using that time compression. Now I don't know why people sometimes hate that, but I don't mind. I really don't mind. Right? I really don't mind compressing the cruise part of it. I mean, unless you have something to do, what's the point of sitting there through the cruise? You just get a taste of it and then you fast forward it. It's that simple. It is that simple. So there we go. We are coming into descending already. I think we're about to pass 20,000 feet. Still at 24, but still. Looks really good. Let's check the other side out. Coming into Manilla. Ah, yes. Still got the weather off to our right side. All right. Mr. Ernest, what time is it there? Why is the descent rate so slow now? It's not. It's perfectly normal. Because we are following our vertical profile correctly. We don't need to slow any. We don't need to descend any faster. Look at that. We are right on top of our vertical profile. We don't need to descend any faster. Why should we do that? So we're just fine. 1,400, 1,500. It's perfectly fine. It is perfectly fine. Okay, reduce the range on the captain's MFD here. Let's also reduce the range on this one too. We've got that S turn to make, which is kind of annoying because you know, it takes us longer to do that. Yeah, so let's continue this descent pretty much the way it is. I don't think there's a need to fast forward it. Although we could, right, till we reach about 10,000 feet. You know what, let's go directly to 10,000 feet. Let's go 2 times. Let's go 2 times here, just so we reach 10,000 feet a little quicker. At least into this S-turn thingy-majiggy. So let's speed this up a little bit here. Till we reach about 10,000 feet. You know what, I'm gonna go 4. Let's try 4. Let's try 4. Just want to reach 10,000 feet quicker and then we can slow it down and take control. Okay, let's go back to 2 because we're losing our vertical profile a little bit there. There we go. 17,000 feet. Speed restriction still at 250, so we're fine. We're fine. Going down 2 times the rate. The VORs are automatically being tuned for us, which is good. Which is good. Automatic direction finder. Let's put them off. We really don't need them, do we? Why are they on? Wait, they're on VOR mode. Why are they on? They shouldn't be on. Either should this be on? This is the ADF. No. Okay, we're coming up on 14,000 feet. I'm just gonna make it real time now. There we go. We've got sim rate disabled. Good. I think that's quick enough for us. Let's drop that speed brake. Allow it to slow down a little bit. We're coming in. We have visuals here of the city, or at least, yeah, this is the city. This is Manilla, ladies and gentlemen. This is Manilla that we're looking at. Kind of. It's actually... Oh, I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'm not even going to try. I think it's Manilla. Yeah, we're going... Yeah, this is basically Manilla. Now we're looking over. Just a couple more turns and then we will be in for landing. So let's see how that goes. No more fast forwarding of time now that we are about 13,000 feet here. We have our speed brakes out, trying to slow down and descend at the same time. There we go, we can see that here. Looking good. Okay, let me put that speed brake back up. Okay, you know what? Let me arm them in advance before I forget. Let's set our barometric pressure to whatever is the local one. It is currently 2985 according to the simulator, and that is accurate according to real world weather data. Good. 29.85 set on both sides. That's great. Let's put the range down on this guy. And let's put the range down on this guy. Let's put it down all the way actually. No, we'll leave it here. Great. What is our final descent altitude? That's something I did not actually check. Final descent altitude here is 2,100. 2,100 landing lights after 10,000. We haven't yet crossed 10,000 for the landing lights, Mr. Anas. 2,100 is our final descent altitude, so that's close to 2,000. Let's just put that to 2,100 right there. As we cross 10,000 feet, we'll put our landing lights on here. We can put our flaps down. So we do flaps 1, or rather slats 1. Okay, it's just the slats that are going to go down at the moment. 210 knots. We kind of blew past that a little bit. That's okay. I'm not really worried about it. This aircraft does have issues slowing down. I love this view on this aircraft. Look at how gorgeous though. Look at it. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. How can you hate on that? That looks good, huh? Okay. We passed 10,000 feet yet? Oh, we're coming there, so we might as well turn on landing lights now. I'll turn on the runway turn-off lights too. Wing lights, everything else can remain pretty much on here or automatic. Our passenger signs can come all the way to on. That's correct. There we go. Looking good, a little above again, so we might need to bring out the speed brake. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a speed brake again. Why does this aircraft refuse to slow down? It really likes to refuse to slow down. Okay, so we are pretty much into our final turn here, or rather 2 turns technically, but it's one giant U-turn is what I mean. 9,800 feet. Good. Let's take a look outside. Oh, yes. We've got our logo lights in full brightness there now, since we've dipped below 10,000 feet. That is beautiful. Can you show spoilers deploying on the wing? I did. Right here, mister. There they are. Spoilers deployed on the wing. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put them down a little bit now. You can see that too. Look at that. There we go. We don't need spoilers now because we're kind of too slow. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Beautiful. We don't have much in the way of visibility, but it's not too terrible. We have the moon in sight there. Hello there, moon. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous tail there. Very cool tail. Very nice strobe effect from the light, which I'm very glad to report. Got some decent light on this aircraft, which I really like. If this aircraft was anywhere between $40 to $50, it would have been definitely a good purchase. Good value. But being $60, I can't say it's good value, but it's not by any means a bad aircraft. It's definitely enjoyable to fly and all that, but price-wise, maybe $40 to $50 is the right way to go. Okay? 40 to 50 is the right way to go. Lower the better, obviously. But it looks lovely. Okay? Given all of that looking stuff there we go. We've got visual of the ground as well. We're quite okay now. Our speed is still fairly high at 210. Yeah, we're still supposed to be at 210 knots. There's 7,200. We got an altitude restriction. we need to slow down. Anyway. I'm not gonna press activating approach from the FMC. Sometimes that makes us slow down way in advance. So I'm not gonna do that. Can we ask for the localizer yet? Yes, we can. So I'm gonna ask for localizer. Okay, let's have the localizer. Localizer caught. Brilliant. I don't think glide slope is going to be available at this point, but I'm going to leave it on here. Okay, good. Very good. Gonna leave it on there, and here we go. Ah, this is looking lovely. This is looking lovely. Let's bring it here for our gear dropping very, very shortly. Glide slope has also been caught. We need to slow down. Let's go to our approach mode now and actually activate it, because, yeah, let's do that. Confirm, please. We'll slow down now. Okay, I'm gonna put out the speed brakes to slow us down. I'm not sure if that's the runway I'm looking at. That should be the runway ahead of us there. Okay, gonna try and slow us down here. Since glide slope has been caught, let me put LS there. Let me put LS here as well. There we go, much better. I'll put the range up. Yep, this is what I want. 17.5 nautical miles away. DME is showing us 17 nautical miles. That is perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. Okay. Good. Good. I'm not sure if that's the runway. This is the runway. Yeah, this is the runway. Yeah, I think that's the runway. See how dangerous it is? At night time, imagine with this fully, like, you can't see a thing. It's terrible weather, and then the pilot thinks that's the runway. Worse has happened, but I believe that is the runway right there. Okay, we're still trying to slow down here, and our aircraft is refusing to do that. I don't know why this aircraft has such a hard time slowing down. I think I'll drop the gear as well. Okay, let me put the flaps right on edge. There we go. Flaps going down. Flaps going down, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. Let me go up here and turn the nose light here to takeoff position. For a reason there. Because we're going to go outside. And we're going to drop our gear. Okay. There we go. Landing gear coming down. There we go. That is exactly what I wanted. Let's get Sky Dolly running. Sky Dolly recording successfully. Let's see if it works. Let's head back into the cockpit here and put our flaps down to position full. There we go. Flaps are going down. Cabin lights are off, to the best of my knowledge. Gonna put that ground spoiler thing back up there. We're gonna arm it. Good. Yes, we are looking good. Is there anything else we need to do? Strobe lights are good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Everything is good. We got 2,500. And we've got a bit of crosswind. Is it turbulent? I'll only know once I take control. Okay, we're pretty much ready to land here. I should take control right about now. Okay. We'll clean it up for the landing so you guys can have a better look at the landing there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my aircraft in yeah, right now. Let's go ahead. My aircraft. Tick, tick, tick. Okay, the glide slope requires about 700 to 600 is the ideal descent rate. At least in my experience, that is the correct descent rate you need to follow. Wait, why are we off the localizer? Why are we off the localizer so much? I don't understand. That's confusing me. That is confusing me.
2000.
There's something wrong here. Something is not right. Why is the localizer telling us that? Oh god. Okay. Don't tell me it's gonna be one of those days. What do you mean stat bar? Unfortunately, I can't have that by itself at the moment. We're just gonna go in for landing here. I don't understand why the localizer is so off. I don't get it. Je ne don't get it, pa. But the runway is correct. We are landing in the right place, so I don't know what's going on with the localizer. I really have no idea what's going on with the localizer here, and it's confusing me. It is confusing me. Okay, I'm pretty sure that is the correct runway, so I'm just gonna go for it anyway. Hopefully the localizer comes to its senses, but I'm not so sure. That is the right runway, but yeah, 4 nautical miles, that seems about right. Why is the localizer so off? Okay, whatever. Not gonna bother with it.
1000.
Okay, we got a bit of rain as we come in. I don't know. It's not supposed to be that far off to the left there, which is really confusing. Something isn't right here. Oh, perhaps I did not update my database. Okay, something isn't right here. Although, this is telling us we're in the right place. So I'm just going to go with it. This is the right airport, I know that. But for some reason. Come on. Don't be such a punk. There we go. There we go. Okay.
100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Okay. Reverse. Alrighty, welcome to Philippines, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Manila. We'll take the next exit. Not this one. We'll take the next one. And we'll find ourselves a little parking somewhere here. Okay. So how exactly that went, we'll find out in just a bit. But there we go. We'll take this parking right here. Oshki, hello and welcome to the stream. Thank you very much. Let's get our flaps up. Let's turn this way. Let's also put our speed brakes down here. Yes, you are, Oshki. Okay, and let's find ourselves a parking right around here. Hello there. Hello, hello. How are you doing, man? Isn't there another runway diagonal to this one? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. We're gonna park right in here, alright? Gonna park right into this one. Like so. what I believe is a heavy gate. No, it's a medium gate. I want a heavy one. That's a heavy one. Okay, so I'm gonna continue here till I get the heavy gate, which is right ahead of us. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Okay, so let's just park our aircraft in. No, that's not correct. Or maybe it was, Mr. Anas. Maybe there was something wrong. Actually, that one doesn't even have an ILS. So I don't know how that's even possible. You get my point? Oops, I think we messed that up. We need to go towards a heavy gate. Come on, where is the heavy gate? A little confused at the moment. Let me have a look. Where is the heavy gate? Oh, come on. This bugger has got it. Okay, fine. Fine. We'll just have to make peace with this one then. It's not exactly a heavy gate, but you know what? I have an idea. We can go off. Yeah, we'll just take it. There's nothing else we can do probably. Yeah, there we go. That's right on the nose there. Look at that. That's so close. We basically hit it, but anyway. Good. We'll park ourselves in here. And we'll take a look at the landing replay. See how that went. There we go. Okay. I'm not going to mess with the lights just yet. Yeah, I'm going to leave everything the way it is. Let's go ahead and see what Skydolly has in terms of landing replay for us. And then we'll take a look at this little scenery here as well. Okay, so I'm going to go with Skydolly for a second. We'll take a look at the landing replays. Rewinding. Come on. Okay, it works. Yeah, rewinding is working good. Good. All right. Go off all the way back to our landing. Our landing was here, so I'll put it somewhere here. Yeah, we'll put it somewhere here, and I'll let the flaps drop. Okay, I'm gonna let the flaps drop here. There we go. That's much better. I'm gonna put a little bit there. Yep, there we go. That's much better. Let's clean that up. Let's take a look at the landing replay. All right. That was nice and easy. Little hard on the nose wheel there, but apart from that, that was nice and easy. Ooh, look at that lightning. Okay. Let's take another look at that. Right here. Let's take a look at it from this point of view. There we go. Obviously our spoilers were not deployed at this time. It just takes a while for the spoilers to go down fully. So ignore that, please. Oh yeah, I like that. Very, very cool. Okay. And yep, there we go. There we go. Ignore the landing gear malfunction that happens because of the replay. Our actual landing was perfectly fine. All right. Perfect. I hate the fact that it does that in the replay, but nonetheless, pretty cool landing. Let's go ahead and take a look at our landing replays from the interior views. Okay. try this one first.
Retard.
Okay.
Traffic.
Good.
Traffic. Clear of conflict. Speeds.
Let's see what that looked like from the cabin view. We'll start with this one. Obviously, once again, the speed brakes were not out. It just takes a while for them to go back down in the replay mode. So yeah, you'll see them deploying when we touch down, though, so no worries. Okay. Ninoy Aquino. All right. All right. That was really cool. That was really, really cool. Especially with the lightning and everything. That was really, really cool. Okay. One last landing replay. It's a beautiful airport, this one, isn't it? We'll check out the scenery shortly. Obviously, we need to check it out during the daytime, but we'll see how it looks like at night. Doesn't look too shabby at all. We just parked in the crappier areas of the scenery, I suppose. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at our final landing replay here from the other side. Let's go ahead. Oh, this is not it. Ignore all of those warnings. They are all invalid at this point. Let's take a look. Threshold there. Okay, good. Very good. Is that actually not that bad at all of a landing? That was not that bad at all of a landing. Okay. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed those landing replays. Hope you guys had fun during today's flight. We're just going to fast forward all the way to our parking now. And then we're going to shut down our aircraft, take a quick look at the airport, and then we will be done. So let's go ahead and fast forward this. All the way back to our parking there. There we go. Good. Very good. Lovely. Okay, let's go ahead and shut this beautiful aircraft down. Obviously the brake temperatures and stuff because of the landing replay. We can just go to maintenance and reset that from right there. And that should go away. Okay, predictive wind shear is off, which is what I want it to be on. Everything off here. Let's get the APU running first. APU, and APU. Oh. And then let's come here to the tab. Let's actually get GPU here running. And I'm going to say those two for no reason right now. Okay, flaps are up. Speed brakes are down. That is brilliant. Let's actually go ahead and turn this light on. Okay, put that on there as well. Good. LS off. That on nav. FD is already off there. Gear is down. Looking good. Okay, crew oxygen supply to off. Passenger seatbelt signs and stuff like that to off here. Emergency lights can be disarmed here. Okay, there we go. That's much better. That's off. And strobe lights can come to automatic. Beacon lights is still on. So let's go ahead and shut off our engines here. And beacon lights can come off. Navs, ADAR systems off. Fuel pumps off here as well. There you go. APU bleed is still on. Brilliant. Beacon lights off. That's good. Runway turn-off lights off. All of this off there. That off there. Wing lights can remain on. Okay, everything else is looking pretty much the way it should. Toggle the jetway, please. Toggle luggage as well, please. Okay. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. Is the jetway gonna toggle? It isn't, huh? Let me try that again. Toggle jetway. No, it's not gonna work because I don't have the GSX profile for this installed. That sucks. But nonetheless, that's okay. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in the Philippines. Okay, very, very nice. Manilla Airport. I do have the handcrafted scenery for this installed. This is by Cloud Surf Asia, if I'm not mistaken. We are in the terminal that is not done so well. Okay, as you can tell, the interiors are just... They've got some stuff sticking out of the windows. Is there parallax? There's not even parallax effect on the windows. It's just... Yeah, it's not good in this terminal at least. Let's see what else we have. This side in terms of scenery. Let's see, let's have a look. Is that also the same thing? Is there even parallax? No, the windows don't even have parallax, so it's just images stuck to the window at the moment for this one as well. That's kind of a shame. So yeah, it doesn't look that good at night there. The default buildings in Manila look probably need a city pack to make that look good. But yeah, not too terrible at all. Not too terrible. Got at least a bunch of petrol stuff here. Avgas. Avgas, right? Yeah, it's not Avgas. Why would I say Avgas? Okay. So we've got a terminal here and a terminal off there. Let's see how these are modeled. Perhaps they're modeled a little better. Yes, they seem to be modeled a little better than the other two terminals. We've got some sort of interior views going on. Yeah, we've got some level of modeling on the interior. Not a lot, but it's something. It's good enough to give us some sort of impression from the outside, which it isn't too bad at all. Okay, that is good. Alright, not too terrible. Got a bunch of Philippines airlines parked in a very, very questionable manner. Why are they parked like that? Is that like a storage? I don't know. Doesn't make any sense, but they are parked in that manner over there. Also got another terminal here, which seems to be somewhat modeled on the interior. Not very well, but it is modeled to some degree. Oh, the buildings in the distance at least have parallax effect, so that's something. Is that parallax or am I just... Yeah, it does have interior there, I think. No, it's parallax, never mind. So if we go in here, we got some level of modeling on the interior. Not the best, but it is there, you know. So yeah, I guess it's better than nothing. But yeah, we have some level of interior modeling. It's not the greatest by any means. We got some buildings here which look fine with parallax. So yeah, I think during the day it looks much better. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed that flight today. If you did, please leave a like. Consider subscribing to the channel. Go check out my latest tutorial on the A340 that will help you get started with the new A340 as quickly as possible here. As well as that, go check out my channel and the other videos. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in to today's live stream. That was a fun one. In the next coming live streams when I'm using the A340, I will fly using the EIS2 system, the more modern system that you're more used to seeing in the modern Airbus aircraft. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you very much for being in the chat. Anas, Oshki, who else was in the chat today? I think someone else was in the chat today. British Aviator, is it? Someone else was in the chat today. Yeah, UK Aviator 1. Thank you very much for being in the chat. Anas, thank you very much. And Oshki. So yeah, appreciate it. And once again, thank you, Johnson, for the follow. I shall see you guys in the next one. All right.